Hello and welcome back to the Dungeons & Dragons podcast UK. My name is Yazmin and I will be the DM.
Hi, my name's Samantha. I play Elora Greyvale, a sorcerer from Nephalia.
Hello, I'm Colin Robinson and I play Cuin de Greymont, a paladin from Gavany.
Hi, I'm Ryan and I play Ogvar, a ranger from Kessig.
Last time, after a visit to Leonard's Leatherworks, despite his current disgrace, Elora exercised her purse strings and purchased a new pad for Rowan. While there, in a conscious effort to show some solidarity and compassion, Ogvar organised a surprise gift for their somewhat battered bag buddy. Episode 18, Liquidating Loot and Guild Gambits.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what's what, because I was going to ask them what to put into the bag, but obviously they're buggered off, so...
They're trusting you.
Yes.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I tell the lot, so...
Yeah, you did trust him with 2 bats not long ago, and that went.
3 bats.
Finger blades, the only thing I can see that I'm positive that I can, without getting in too much trouble, flog, are 2 of the cheapest.
Well, you can always try and go and find them if you want to and catch up with them. Because I'd imagine that you'd be spending some time repacking all the bags and sorting the bags out.
I'm going to put the caltrops, ghost oil, clear breath, scroll of caltrops.
It's the unknown scroll, it's one you don't.
Yeah, but that one. The potion of endure elements, the feather token, scroll of identity, all in the bag. Okay.
So are you putting them in Orland or are you putting them into...
In Orland. Yes.
Right, okay.
I'm gonna...
He opens when he starts seeing you kind of separating stuff out. He's the piece of leather, the leather flap over the top. It just goes bleh, and opens up.
Hello. Well, I've got a few bits and pieces for you here. Just tell me if it gets a bit. There's quite a few scrolls and stuff like that, so it shouldn't be too heavy. Hope you don't mind. Here goes. Right here. Here's some rather fancy emerald caltrops. Here we go. Right. Oh, a bit of ghost oil. Oh yes, you've got to put that in.
Does anybody witness this on the street?
Yeah. So here you go. Some clear breath.
10%. He is still stood up by the church, but 10%.
70 to 80.
Nah. Nobody sees him doing this.
There's another scroll here. We don't know what it is, but in for a penny, in for a pound. Here you go.
It's more efficient than Royal Mail, isn't it?
As you put that scroll in, you can see it kind of, the scroll, instead of just going kind of in and disappearing like the other items have, it kind of rolls around a bit and he goes, caltrops.
Oh, it's a scroll of caltrops. Okay, well, we've got plenty of those. Okay, here's a potion of endure elements, so you never know. Here, now, don't let this tickle you inside. Here's a feather token. I've got a scroll of identity. Maybe if I mix it in, it'll help with anything we don't know. You never know. Here we go. I think that'll do for about now. I'm not sure about anything else. It's...
Gold.
What?
It's really gold. I love it.
Well, we now know where everything is and what it is.
Oh my god. Right, okay.
Right, I suppose I better go and...
After you've put the last item in, his lid just kind of flops back over and he just burps. He's just bleh.
Wasn't too much there, was it? You alright? Yes?
Yep.
Oh, fine. Okay, well, I'm not with them. Okay.
Come on, big boy, let's go.
Okay, here you go, on me back. Oh,
Oi, gently. Oi.
Gently. Oh, sorry. It's the armour. Don't know my own strength. Okay, right, off.
Onward, steed.
Brilliant. Right, I'm off to the blacksmiths.
Right, okay. You're not going to try and find them, or no?
Well, we said we'd all be
Same.
meeting back there.
Okay, so you head towards like the industrial area.
Industrial set, yes. I've got in the party loot. There's an axe, a mace, a spear, and a shield. Okay. Just basics, so I ain't going to get majorly a lot of money out.
So you go off to find a blacksmith.
To see if we can sell some of this stuff.
Right, okay, so do you search around for a blacksmith, or do you go to the first one you find, or...?
Well, I've got plenty.
There are plenty of blacksmiths in this area.
Well, I'll go to the first one, see what he says, and if he... then go and have a look at another one, and then...
Okay, so the first one you go to is a shop. It's actually a shop itself. And the shop's name, when you look at it, it says Fanciful Forge. It's quite an upscale place. It is the first one you come to, so it's obviously one of the more expensive shops.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him. Excuse me. Is anybody there?
I mean, yeah, the shop, the door you open. I'm assuming you open the door, yeah.
Yep.
You go in and it's quite a clean shop. Everything's got its place. It's all clearly marked in prices, and you've got this. There are some items which don't have prices, but there's a suited man stood behind the counter, just kind of with a little feather duster, just dusting things off. And he's got the full-on kind of cravat and tie pin and all sorts. And he's got a thin pencil moustache.
Oh, hello. I've got a few... do you buy as well as sell, or...?
Monsieur, what kind of establishment do you think this is?
Well,
We do not buy any common weapons.
Oh, well, we don't... oh. Okay.
We do not wish to have any business with your kind.
Oh, my kind. Oh, I see.
Oui.
So you're basically saying you don't want to talk to paladins from the church, and you're rather rude. Okay. Well, I'll just turn round. Goodbye.
And I just look at him, and your face is like, what's he going to do next? Your face was just like complete like...
Okay.
And I'm going to put a note there.
Oh God, he's making a blacklist.
Tosser. He's made a note, Tosser.
Is he going to like write a review now on the show?
Yeah, it'll go down as a TripAdvisor, won't it?
I will. Oh, you wait till later.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to the next one. And
Do we catch up with him at any point?
Maybe if he goes a bit further down the street, you might.
yes, I shall go.
So are you going further down the street, because this is all like the same kind of area?
Yeah, so I'm thinking. I'm looking at people here. They're stuck up. I think I'll go more to the middle of the range, I suppose.
You just hear from on your back. Should have punched him.
Problem is, if I'd have punched him, I'd have probably got a bit carried away. I don't
You had a
like
face
violence.
suitable for a fist.
Yes. Problem is, I don't tend to use my fist. I use my flail.
Ooh,
So
even better. Just don't get any blood on me.
yes, I could always wipe it off with his feather duster. But okay, right, onward.
Right, okay.
Proper taking a dislike to him.
I take it at this point we're going to start wandering back up.
Yeah. I'm
Row
imagining
slowly.
you're probably going to wander up and you're just going to see him stood talking to Orland in the middle of the street.
Oh, look, there's Cuin over there. Should we go and see how he's got on?
Okay.
So we'll wander over. Whoa, oh, Cuin, how's you doing?
All right. I've sorted out some of the potions and stuff and put them into our friend Orlan here.
Oh, cool. Good, yeah.
I've just been to a shop there to do blacksmith shops type thing, and extremely rude. I basically won't be going there again. He's not a very nice type of person. He's a bit up his own rear end, shall we say.
Right.
So I'm just trying to get rid of these few bits, and
So we need to find a blacksmith, is what you're saying?
well, yes. I mean, I've got the armour and the shield and stuff that the zombies fought us with, and I've got the only thing I can definitely sell is the finger blades and the whip dagger.
Right, let's go down and let's get rid of these. Because time's pushing on and we've got other places to go, I reckon.
Yes, I do believe you have to make a social call later on.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Right.
what are we doing?
Do it?
Well, we're going to go to the next blacksmiths to
Oh,
see
the next
if
day.
Yeah.
give further on down. Yeah.
So you're going to a more middle range kind of
Yeah.
blacksmith, yeah. Well, the first one you come across, which seems slightly less up there in hoop, is a simple stone building. It's not particularly pretty in any sense. It's down a side street, but the sign catches your eye while you're on the street. And as you go down to look at it, it's called Angus's, and it's got a full forge outside, and you can see a very short man working the forge.
Hello there. Are you Angus?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not Angus. Sorry, mate. I'm not Angus.
Yeah. Do you work or own this property, or?
Yeah, I'm the current owner. My dad was Angus.
Oh, so sorry. Is he still here? Or?
No, he left when my mum was pregnant, so.
Oh, well, that was rather rather taken there in that sign, I can tell you. But hey ho.
Laura's just going to give the look to Ogvar because they're just stood in the background, aren't they? She's just going to look and roll her eyes slightly and like, uh-oh.
I've got a few.
Better than talking to a bag in the middle of the street.
Oh, I suppose so, yeah.
I've got a few bits and pieces here. I'm just trying to, I won't say offload, but try to sell. You know, I've managed to pick up quite a few bits, and you know, the weight and everything. I just wondered if you'd be possibly interested.
Yeah,
in
sure.
those.
Show me what you got. I'm Philbert, by the way.
Filbert. Oh, I've got the an axe, a mace, a spear, and a shield here. They're just standard run-of-the-mill thing, but
Okay, he says an axe, a mace, a shield, and a spear. What kind of shield are we talking here?
it was a tower shield.
Okay. So let me just have a think about that one. Is it a battle
Mace.
axe?
What sort of axe is it?
Yeah.
Didn't
specify.
specify.
It'll be a battle axe then. So axe, mace, spear, and what else is it?
Tower shield.
Tower shield. He takes a look at them, and he takes a look at the condition. He goes, I could do 40 gold.
Yeah, that's a reasonable price. Thank you. I'll give them over to him.
Yeah, he gives
And
you
I got,
40 gold.
And then I'm going to say I've got a few more specialised bits and pieces we've acquired. I've got some finger blades and a masterwork whip dagger.
Okay, well, finger blades, I can probably take the finger blades. The finger blades I can take for 15 gold. Can't do much better than that, sorry.
Yes, what about the whip blade?
Oh, the whip dagger, it's not really my thing, sorry. It's not something I'm going to sell, and it's not something really I'd know a lot about, to be honest. But you could try. What was his name? He was round here a while back. He's a travelling merchant. Buys odd bits and ends. He does. Can't remember what his name was now. Yeah, that was his name. He said his name was Sato.
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 Is he around here often, or?
You might have to take a search for him. He's usually somewhere around here. He does travel between the cities, but I think he's been here for about a week now, so he might be leaving soon. But if you have a search around, you might be able to find him.
Okay.
You won't miss him. He's got a massive travelling pack on his back. Always has.
Okay,
not
so
give
we've got a
us-
massive travelling bag.
Could we not get something like that moved on at like the underground market? Yeah, like the black market, the underground arena.
You might be able to, yeah. But if you're looking for whip dagger, that's more of an exotic weapon. Not many people around here are going to know how to use it, to be honest with you. So, you might be better off sending it over to him because he'll know what it's worth.
Would any of the more higher end, in the finer district, possibly buy and sell such weapons?
Probably wouldn't buy and sell them, no. They're a bit uptight, let's just put it that way.
Okay,
I
also...
do believe my friend has experienced that.
Yes.
They don't like people, and they especially don't like people like me.
Yes, I encountered a fellow up there about the Funspall Forge, and yes, he was
Oh, him. Oh.
Yes.
Did you kick him in the shins? Please tell me you kicked him in the shins.
No. I just turned around and left, because quite frankly, if I'd have started, I'd have probably hit him with my flail. But hey-oh. Right, also, anyway, I've got a light steel shield and a silver longsword. What would you be?
Yeah, sure. I'm thinking I'm going to hand him over to take a look so we can take a look at them.
Yes.
So he does a thorough inspection of them. Obviously, with your shield, you have your family crest engraved on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving you a shield.
Hmm?
I'm not giving you a family crest.
I can't carry everything.
And your silver longsword.
Yep.
He offers you, he says, right, got a very nice family crest on this shield here. He said, it's really nice quality. He said, 12, I could do 12 gold on that. And the longsword, it's silvered. But again, I quite like you, to be honest. So, 25 gold, 37 gold all in.
Okay, yes, that's fine. Thank you very much. There you go, I'll shake your hand. There you go.
Okay.
So that goes in the computer.
Yeah, okay, so he goes back to working his forge. What are you all doing?
Well, I think that we should now go and... We were going to go and have a look at the underground market. There's also Contract Valor. It might be worth having a look at that, but do you want to go and look at... I don't want to keep calling it the underground market. The underground arena.
Yeah, we can go and have a look. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Do we know how to get to it?
No. All you know is it's towards the industrial district and the shops on like the right hand side of the industrial, like the opposite side of the road from the industrial district. It's somewhere along there.
I'm going to just pop back to Angus's forge and just pop my head round and say to the bloke, is it black market or underground? It's underground arena, isn't it?
They're both, it's the same thing. It's the black market and the underground arena are the same thing.
Right, okay. Pop my head back round the door where his place is. And just say to him, I don't suppose you can tell us which way we go or whereabouts we locate the underground arena. Okay.
Well, it doesn't open till dark, so
Oh right, okay. So much later on then.
yeah, it doesn't open till late.
Oh, okay.
You know, the whole point of it being kind of secret, so I wouldn't go shouting it around. Although basically everybody knows that it's there, but you know, it's just the
Yeah, sure. Point taken.
kind of
Point taken. Okay then. Right. Thanks a lot. And I'm going to leave.
yeah. Okay, fine, you do. So you're going to try and find Contract Valor.
Yeah, I think that's next port call.
Okay, so if you roll me a search check.
That's 17.
Give me a 5.
Here's a 10.
So as you walk along, you're all kind of looking in different directions, trying to figure out where Contract Valor is. And both Cuin and Ogvar, you're both kind of looking down side streets and peering, trying to see if it's down a side street. But Elora, who's scanning ahead, very quickly notices the very large notice board in front of a very large building. And there's quite a number of adventurer type people hanging around this area. You see a lot of people who are walking around with full armour, armed, bows, swords, the lot, and you know they seem to be frequenting in and outside this building.
Yeah, kind of. Guys. I think that's what we're looking for. That's it right there.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
I see it now. Yes.
Yeah. Well, yes. Oh, no.
Okay.
No, you pointed it out. It's quite visible. Yeah.
So as you're stood in front of the in front of Contract Valor, you take a good look at the building, and it is a big building. It's much bigger than the buildings on either side of it, or even some of the buildings on the rest of the street. And it's all painted in black with gold embellishments and like enamelling and painting on kind of like the bits of wood and in the windows. So it's very fancy looking. It looks very official and very fancy. And this big notice board they've got outside is covered in glass, and you can see just loads and loads of requests just pinned into this board.
Right, I'm going to wander up to the main board. Obviously, I've seen these boards before.
Yep.
Going to wander up and have a look.
Okay. There's lots and lots and lots of quests on there. Quests, jobs. You've got your standard, my child has lost her toy, can you help find it, for like 2 gold. These look like very kind of cheap, common run-of-the-mill requests and quests. There's, requests to help free up a sewage channel, a drainage channel for, 10 gold. There's not a lot of high-value stuff. There's maybe some, we pay 2 gold per wolf head, or 3 gold per goat carcass, that kind of thing.
Oh, you'd be alright with that one, Ogvar.
Well, you had to bring it up again, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, how much did she give you for the goat?
Not that much. Less than they're offering there.
So you've got all these kind of run-of-the-mill common contracts on the board. Mm-hmm. And then you get some nonsensical ones like, I swear that my uncle, Grandpa, Pat, wasn't the one who stole Robert's peg leg, it was a raccoon. Stuff like that, stuff which is completely nonsensical, and the reward is like 3 buttons. It's, just any old joke can go and pin up a request on this board.
Right, so can we go in?
Yeah.
I'm going to say to you this, I'm guessing that anything worthwhile is probably not out here.
At the very least, they should have a bar.
Oh, no, that sounds interesting. So I'm going to go across, nudge Cuin, say, point to the door, and then go open the door.
Okay. So you go in, and it is as large inside as it appeared to be outside. There is, on one side of the building, there is a bar. There are seats. It's, and it's just like a general eating area, drinking area. On the other side of the room, there is a large receptionist desk. There's pigeonholes behind each of these desks, and it's busy. There are lots of people wending their way in between tables, sat at tables with drinks, shouting, kind of celebrating or showing off their kill. There are people at the reception desk handing in requests for their quests, so herbs, monster bits of wolf head, all sorts, handing in completed slips signed by request givers and stuff like that. It's a fully functioning guild. And the other kind of quarter, so this area is kind of split into 4. You've got 3. You've got bar on one side, then you've got receptionist area, and then what you've got on this other kind of front corner nearest the door on the right, it's just some sort of like seating. There are a couple of people loitering there with like little signs saying looking for a party, looking for a group, and that's that. All along the walls, all around the walls, on both sides and on either behind, like to your right on the wall next to the door, there are boards and boards filled with sheets of paper.
Well, Cuin, this place is full of contracts, but then this is a main city.
Yeah.
You have directly in front of you as well, there are stairs going upstairs, and there's there's a sign which has been cut into the shape of a triangle hanging from the wall saying "In upstairs."
In.
As
in
IWN.
tavern.
As in tavern. No, as in like bedrooms. In.
Oh.
Well, I'm going to suggest that we, I think it's about high time we had ourselves a drink.
Oh, I second that one.
And Cuin, maybe a lot of rough and tumble type here. You may be able to convince someone they need a whip dagger.
That is a very good point, Ogvar. This is just the kind of place that you might be able to find someone who wants something really
If they don't need it, they
unusual.
might just want it to,
say they've got it.
as a curiosity or a
Hang it on a
wall
belt.
hanger.
Yeah, hang it on a belt. Look really cool,
Yeah, possibly, yes. We'll just.
Well, these
have to-
people have got to go do tasks and sometimes scare people. So hanging something like that from your belt usually does the job.
You never know. I suppose. See if there's a quartermaster or anything like that here, or just have a look. I suppose we better go and have a drink.
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Right, we go to the bar.
Yep.
Yeah.
This one's on me.
Okay, so you
Oh,
go
thank you,
to the
Robert.
bar,
Yeah, thank you.
and there's an old craggy, looks like probably an ex-adventurer, and he's quite wiry actually. He hasn't got much in the way, but he's kind of missing a leg. You can hear his peg leg tapping on the floor as he walks, and he's got one eye missing.
Okay.
And he's littered with scars, and he actually looks quite old. He looks like he's lived to an old age for being an adventurer.
Okay, so I walk to him. Good afternoon, good sir.
Good afternoon. What can I get you?
I will turn to the other two in the party and What will it be then?
I'll have my normal mead, please.
Yes, I think I'd better have mead as well. Last time the ale didn't go too well, so I think I'll stick with mead.
Okay.
I'm not even going to glance at them.
Just turn away quickly. There you go. Okay, 2 meads and an ale, please, sir.
Okay, you members of the guild.
Not yet.
Okay, so that's 9 silver pieces.
Okay, pay the man.
Okay.
And distribute the drinks between the 3 of us.
Yep.
Should we go and find a seat maybe?
Yeah. It might be interesting. You ever joined a guild? Don't have guilds in Kessig? Well, you're from the country though, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, mainly, I know there are guilds in the capital, but being associated with the church, never really, we have our own little ways, shall we say, our own tasks. And,
Good way to earn coin though, isn't it?
well, we could always have a look. We've got starting to build up a little bit of financial.
Are you still stood at the bar at this point?
I was wondering that.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, as you're talking amongst yourselves, the bartender grabs a little leaflet and he slides the leaflet across and he pats it on the table. He goes, should you want to join the guild, everything you need to know is in there. Now, if you wouldn't mind, you take a seat wherever, but I need to carry on serving.
Okay, fair play, mate.
Sorry.
Right? No, don't worry. Have a good day.
Drag it off the bar and we'll wander over and find a table.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's just pull up a table and sit wherever you want, to be honest, around here. So, yeah?
Is joining the guild something we can do, or is
Yep, you're more than welcome to.
Let's have a look at the information.
Yeah.
I suppose we might as well have a look. You never know, somewhere along the line.
Well, I know we've got a quest to do, but, it's going to take us time to find out the information. And it's going to involve a lot of travelling around by the looks of it. We've been told about travelling down to...
Jurik's Tower?
Well, Jenric's Tower is... Yeah, there's Jenric's Tower. And then, her uncle... Well, he's over in Kessig. That's a long ways away.
Yeah,
So, we're going to need coin on our travel.
yeah, well, we have a bit, I suppose, but...
Well, I haven't got a lot left because I've bought something today and got not a lot left.
And, yes, my coffers are depleted.
Well, I could, we've got a bit of gold in the shed. So, really, very nice of you to buy the drinks over there, but we should really start doing the paying from the party loot.
He's got
more
a point.
than anything.
Yeah, he's got a point. We
Yeah.
really should like accommodation and stuff
So
going forward.
I'll take that. How much was it? 9? No,
Okay,
I'll
yes.
take that out of party coffers.
Have you put the money for the party coffers into Orland?
Nope.
No, okay.
I'll have them back then.
Yes, you can have your silver back.
Okay, thank you. So, what does the leaflet about the
Guild say.
guild?
Right, okay, so you open up this leaflet, and it's it's not really an open up leaflet, it's just a piece of paper really. And this leaflet, it's basically a whole kind of promo spiel about the guild, why you should join the guild. And the leaflet tells you that the benefits of joining the guild are that when you're on guild premises, you pay reduced prices for food, drink and board on guild premises or guild affiliated premises. So your 9 silver that you've just spent on drinks, you would have probably only had to spend about 3 silver on drinks.
Okay.
So it pushes the prices down quite a lot.
So it's subsidised.
Yeah. There is a joining fee, and the joining fee isn't that much, it's only 5 gold a person for joining fee. The guild will offer you obviously jobs and requests, and with being a member of guild you get access to some of the better jobs, and the receptionist, when you present your identification, which you'll have to make identification at the guild, when you present your identification they will recommend you some of the best quests around. Going on further, the leaflet implies, it doesn't explicitly state, but it implies that the more work you do for the guild and the longer you're part of the guild and the longer your name is on record with the guild, because they will record what quests you take and how successful you are, and they will bump you up through ranks. Obviously the higher the rank is, the better the pay, but the more dangerous the job is. But the higher rank you get, the more opportunities there are to take on different types of work for the guild. It's not stated, but it is clearly implied.
Like more lucrative.
More lucrative, probably less legal jobs for the guild, yes. But overall, it's just a very cheerful, happy leaflet saying, join our guild. It's maybe a little bit expensive for the joining fee, but you can get really good jobs and cheap food and cheap drink and cheap board.
Well, saying that, theoretically, if we'd have bought this, we'd have saved 6 silver, which is half a gold, just on that one transaction alone.
Yeah.
Elora looks at the leaflet as we pass it around between us, and she reflects on the fact that obviously she spent a lot of time going up and down on the ships, and she's dealt with a lot of rough, tough and tumble and blokes, and, she's basically a female residing and working in a man's world. So she's got used to their ways and got used to how to deal with them. But she's never really branched out and done, other than odd jobs, private, like jobs, career jobs for Casper. She hasn't really stretched any of her talents or her abilities anywhere else. And she finds this actually quite an attractive prospect, because at the end of the day she still has to make her own way. She lives off her own earnings. Yeah, she's actually really interested in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ogvar looking at it and wanting to become more world-wise and see more of the world, more than the small journeys he makes from Kessig to Thraben. He sees this as an opportunity for him to broaden his horizons.
Yeah, okay.
And Cuin looks at it and thinks, well, adventure. Maybe I'll get to hit a few things and, see how we're going on the way. I thought, well, do you want to join? I mean, I could take it at the party coffers, so it won't actually cost you anything.
Well, the thing is, Cuin, I know I've been enlisted into this and I've agreed to go along with this quest, and yeah, we'll do that. But, time is of the essence with it, I understand that, but in order to do it, we've got to travel. In order to travel, we've got to be able to earn to live. So, plus, you join here, and then whichever big city we land in, or anywhere where there's a guild, I mean, even Gloomrest has got a guild, it might be smaller, but it's got a guild, there's always an opportunity for us to do something wherever.
Yes,
and we are going to need places to stay, and we won't always find people like Esther to put us up.
And a discount.
Well, yeah, and if we're going to do it, we might as well...
Yeah.
We can travel from place to place, and it's somewhere to go, and it's somewhere to provide us with work.
And I may just bring up the topic of Esther herself.
Well, judging by Esther's background, I'm guessing that she's probably done plenty of this.
I think it may be a good opportunity for her to adventure and get back into life she always wanted.
Right, that's it. I've made a decision. Yes, let's do it. Go do it. Go pay the men.
So I'll go over...
So, on the bottom of the leaflet, before you say you're going to go into the bar,
Oh, God, right.
it says, Inquire at reception.
Right.
Okay.
Right, going to rise on the table. I'm going to take my mead with me, what's left of it. I've drunk about half of it. I'll take it over with me, and we'll go to reception.
Okay, so you go over to the receptionist?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. There is a reasonably young woman stood behind the reception, dressed in a very formal outfit. The barman, he wasn't wearing an outfit in particular, but the receptionist behind the desk is. She's wearing a crisp white shirt with a black waistcoat with gold detailing and a black and gold skirt on. And you can't see much further because obviously there's a big desk in between you. But she's dressed very formally in a uniform, and she's got a little pin on her lapel with the symbol of Contract Valor on it. They're kind of like their logo. And she stood there very primly, hands kind of folded across each other. And she greets you when you come up. She goes, "Hello and welcome to Contract Valor. This is the Junau branch. How can I help you today?"
I think we'd like to join the guild.
The big smile comes and goes, "Oh, that's wonderful. I'll just get the forms for you to fill out, and there'll be a small fee. I can see you've got our brochure in your hand, so I'm assuming you've read that fully and understood, the benefits you'll get from joining us here."
Oh, yes.
Mr. Cuin over here, Mr. de Greymont, he'll pay you.
Okay, that's wonderful. So for the three of you, that'll be 15 gold.
There you go. Young lady, 15 gold pieces.
So she takes the gold and she just quickly counts it in her hand and she pops it down behind her desk. And she pulls out 3 forms and she says, "Okay, I'll get you 3 pence." She pulls out 3 pens. She goes, "Okay, so if you can fill out your details on the forms and sign them, and then I shall make your guild cards up." It doesn't explain it fully on the brochure here, but when you start off at a very low level of venture, simply because we don't know your skills and your abilities, and we don't want you to get hurt or badly injured to the point of death during your time with us.
Everyone's gonna laugh.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's always quite a dangerous world, isn't it? So a bit silly, but we don't want to lose our customers, basically. So what happens is once you've completed your quest, you can hand it in at any branch across the cities, and she's already handed you your form, so I'm assuming you're going to...
I'm already filling in mine out.
Yeah. So you can hand in any request, any quest to any of the branches in any of the cities, major or minor, and the forms will be approved, they'll be sent off, your completion will be updated in our books, and once you have completed an appropriate number of quests, we will do a review of your abilities and skills, and we may send you up to the next level.
Fine. I've already filled mine out. Sliding it back.
Okay.
Here you go. That's all filled in for you.
Okay.
Yeah, Ogvar's sort of shuffling awkwardly because he's not the most learned.
Okay.
So he sort of beckons Elora over and needs a bit of help with a few things.
Whatever. You all right there, Ogvar? You're not so great with a pen.
No.
Oh, cool. Okay. Right, well, I'll help him out and get the details off him and fill it out for him. Hand it back to him so that he can hand it in.
Yeah. So you've all signed across the bottom to say that, you've agreed to do this. So she gathers the paper, she goes, wonderful. She said it won't be too long. I'm assuming you're going to be finishing off your drinks then. She said, I'll get that sorted, and if you want to pop back over in 5-10 minutes, your guild cards will be ready.
Fine, that's great. Thank you very much.
So you see her take the cards, and she kind of shuffles them back into an order, and she starts looking at them, and she goes over to like a press machine in the corner. She slides a piece of metal in, she puts in the correct kind of lettering, and she just starts stamping and pulling down on different machines to make your guild cards, basically.
Right, I'm going to go back to the table, take my drink, and I'm just going to sit down and say to the others, well, that's that then.
Well,
Just fully signed up and...
Wish I'd known about it before, but, I've not really travelled the cities that much.
Yeah.
I've been into Thraben.
I'm just wondering, is there just the one Adventurers Guild, or is there competing companies?
No, I have heard that... Whoa, I see what you mean. Oh, I don't know. I know of the Adventurers Guild, obviously, but I've never really looked at what it is to join and I only know the basics, or knew the basics.
Contract Valor is known, this is something you know, it is more of a mercenary guild than an adventurer guild. That was its formal title, but obviously it's become more of an adventurer's kind of something for everyone kind of guild now. But there aren't really any other guilds. This guild has the monopoly. I mean, the only other guilds are like artisan guilds and stuff, but nothing to do with real kind of fighting or any organised kind of group like that. Okay, so you sit down with your drinks, and it's been a couple of minutes, and she comes back over, and she's walked out from behind her booth. She's got something to cover her, and she brings them over to you. And what they are is you have some very simple, plain, copper-coloured, small, kind of rectangular, almost like credit card sized pieces of metal. They've got your details stamped in, and they've been filled in with a black lacquer almost, like a paint. And there you go. Those are your details. Your name is on there. Your signature has been roughly sketched onto a piece of thing and then printed in. They've managed to print your signature into it. There is there's a rank on the card. At the moment you're sat at like rank I. It's in Roman numerals, so rank I. So you're rank 1 basically. Okay. So you'd assume that's the lowest rank they have, and that's it. It says Junau on it, and that's basically it. It's got a very fancy little border. But she hands them to each of you, and she goes, "There are your cards. Make sure not to lose them. There will be a replacement fee if you do need to replace one. Okay. But other than that, whenever you need to buy something or use the guild services, so medical treatment, inn services, or obviously food or drink, or taking contract, just please present that. If you're at a affiliated inn or tavern or anywhere, please also present it there, and they'll sort it out from that point onwards. For example, our Gloomrest branch, it doesn't have an inn with it. However, the Cracked Acorn does act as an affiliated branch for us. So if you present your guild card, you will receive the guild benefits, so guild prices, and that will be all.
Well, thank you very much. That's very informative. We'll certainly do that.
No worries. We hope you have a wonderful time with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, and she wanders back off. Cuin, our popular paladin, turned all passive-aggressive after provocation, promising to provide no further patronage to a rather rude retailer. After finally gaining gold in exchange for their goods, our trio decided to top up their tankards with a well-earned ale from the local guild. It didn't take long before our inspired bunch were interested in extra income and rapidly acquired their mercenary memberships.
Cuin here. It takes a fair amount of time and effort to produce these rather fun podcasts, so it would be awfully good if you could like and follow us. And it would be absolutely fabulous if you could sponsor us an ale to keep things going along tickety-boo. The link is in the bio. Thanks awfully. Have fun. Toodle pip. What?
Thank you for listening to our podcast. Having you as a listener means everything to us. So, whichever streaming service you choose to listen to us with, please give us a like, subscribe and follow. We would love for you to join us on our Facebook or Twitter page, where you can catch up with all of our latest news. While you're waiting for the next episode of Secrets of the Silver City, why not pop over to our website, where you can read all of the information about this campaign, from backstories to setting. All of the links are in the bio of this episode. Join us again next week for the next instalment. Thank you for listening.